As they say, timing can be everything. And in the ultra high performance all season category, the timing was definitely right for Continental when they launched the original ExtremeContact DWS back in 2009. Back then, nearly every other ultra high performance all season tire really focused on delivering maximum dry and wet traction and handling, but left drivers wanting more when it came time to cope with winter weather. So that original ExtremeContact DWS really changed the landscape by offering mobility in light snow, while also offering acceptable levels of dry and wet traction and handling. Well, fast forward to today, and it's time for Continental's next ultra-high performance all-season tire, the ExtremeContact DWS 06. One look and you can see Continental is building on a proven design. The new tire's aggressive-looking asymmetric tread pattern has a strong family resemblance to its predecessor, and its new silica-enhanced all-season tread compound and more stable internal construction are tuned to provide responsive handling and reassuring traction in dry, wet, and winter conditions. To find out how the ExtremeContact DWS 06 performs, we're comparing it with three of the top tires in the category: the Goodyear Eagle F1 Asymmetric All Season, Michelin Pilot Sport AS3, and Pirelli P0 All Season Plus. To start things off, I'm driving on the Continental ExtremeContact DWS 06, and the overall handling of this tire is pretty responsive and not that far behind the very sporty Michelin tire that's also in this test. The ride quality is definitely adequate, and if I think back to memories of the original ExtremeContact DWS, this tire definitely handles a little bit better, but the ride is just slightly firmer than the original. Now I'm driving the car equipped with the Goodyear Eagle F1 Asymmetric All-Season tires, and this tire responds very quickly to even small steering inputs, so if you like an eager tire, this would be a good tire to consider. The ride quality is okay, but it's a little bit firmer than several of the other tires in our test, likely a trade-off for that responsive handling that it gives. Now I'm driving on the Michelin Pilot Sport AS3, and just like we've found in past tests, the Pilot Sport AS3 responds quickly with a very direct feel in the steering wheel. The ride and noise levels aren't objectionable, but this tire is just a little bit firm when it hits some of the bigger bumps. And to round out the test group, I'm now driving on the Pirelli P0 All Season Plus. And this tire has a very nice balance of on-center precision when driving straight ahead and predictable response to larger steering inputs. It has the best ride quality of the group, and it does a good job at muting the sharpness of expansion joints and patched potholes along our route. If you enjoy stretching out your performance car with a romp around the cloverleaf or a blast down your favorite back road, or just want plenty of capability when faced with an abrupt avoidance maneuver, then any one of these tires will serve you well in dry conditions. The Michelin Pilot Sport AS3 stood out with the best overall handling, but in the end, all four tires proved very capable when asked to handle at the limit, or bring the car to a stop in our panic stop test. In wet conditions, there was some greater separation in overall traction, handling, and braking distances. The Pilot Sport AS3 was the clear leader, instilling confidence and quick lap times thanks to its very high level of wet grip. Not far behind was the ExtremeContact DWS 06 and P0 All Season Plus. The Eagle F1 Asymmetric All Season displayed lower overall grip, longer braking distances, and less predictability when driving at the limit. In the end, all four of the ultra high performance all season tires in our test deliver on the promise of good traction and handling in dry and wet weather. The Michelin Pilot Sport AS3 earns the top rating with help from its very high level of dry and wet traction, combined with nimble handling. Not far behind is the Continental ExtremeContact DWS 06 with reasonable overall road manners, plus impressive wet and good dry traction. The Pirelli P0 All Season Plus strikes a well-rounded balance, and the Goodyear Eagle F1 Asymmetric All Season offers quick steering response and solid dry weather performance, but falls short of the other tires in wet conditions. Our preliminary winter drive on the ExtremeContact DWS 06 was very promising, and we're looking forward to doing a full test of all four of these tires side by side in the coming winter season. As we compare tires side by side, we find each one has its own personality. It's not as easy as choosing between good and bad. So as you view our test results, it's important to focus on your priorities and what fits best with how, where, and what you drive. And be sure to go to TireRack.com for a complete test report and to learn more about the tires featured in this test.